Merry Christmas. It is 11:53 a.m. January 7th, 2023, somewhere in Brooklyn. Alright, why am I uploading a video? Have I uploaded my ebook? This is from KKK to CIA, right? Have I even finished a decent portion of it? No. Alright, so. Yeah. To regain focus, I could have taken other steps, granted. All of which would have taken more effort and more expense. So that got eliminated real quick. You're not going to walk away from someplace that already has what's really essential just to add more expense and effort to your existence. Ridiculous. No, so that left the obvious, eliminate everything else. Update on the social services department here in New York. I was, as I've already stated, I was reassured that all my documentation was in order. There didn't seem to be any problem, whatever. And that I should be receiving an email in a couple of days and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. No email. When I opened the application, the mobile app, apparently none of my previous documentation was adequate because they were asking for a whole new other stuff and whatnot. And I had already spent more time than I wanted to spend on this whole thing. This was really just, I was on a trajectory from all the procedures from the intake center. So this was just follow through, really. I didn't mean to open up a whole new quest and a whole new life just to, yeah. So forget about that. Okay, so that was eliminated. So like I said, I already wasted more time than I wanted to on that. I finally spoke to someone here, actually got information about this facility and all that kind of stuff. They have a similar setup to what Houston has. You got like 3 months to acquire an income, and they go from there. So, I've already blown 16 days out of that. That's fine. Yeah. I went back on Upworks and revamped my profile and all that. But it still comes to the point of actually having to bid for jobs. Again, if you're not generating an income, they're just, yeah. So back to Fiverr. Now when I changed everything on Upworks, the skill set I put in was YouTube development. And there were a couple of other things, other skills that came along with that. So they're like, I got rid of the old skill set. I put in the 3 relating to YouTube. And when I put in those skills, or I looked up YouTube on Fiverr, of course they categorize everything differently. So I was down to editor, or Fiverr, the YouTube editor, or thumbnails, as far as what I really wanted to focus on. Because also keep in mind that whatever skill set I'm going to try to develop, I intend to be able to use in the projects I'm already dealing with, which is the only thing that's going to keep it moving, considering I already have my doubts about how all these things work out anyway. So the thing that keeps me motivated is matching the skill sets as these platforms categorize them with skill sets that I will be able to incorporate in my own projects. Is what that comes down to. In a timely fashion, right? The other thing I found problematic about that social media manager title was my claim to fame as far as what kind of experience I could boast about when submitting my profile. As my resume currently stands, the vlogging, whatever experience I have with YouTube, is the most obvious asset I currently have. So that's what I need to exploit. Because I really can't lay claims to anything else. The SEO, do I have a background in that? Social media marketing, do I have a background in that? No. The only thing I can really lay claim to is YouTube, whatever knowledge I've acquired using YouTube for the past 3 years. So that's what I have to focus on. The competition is fierce. I mean, if you don't have a way to show your experience one way or the other, why would anyone pick you? So, yeah. The editor thing, really, I try not to edit if I can help it. I will use it. Have I used it enough to be able to say, oh, I've got all this experience? I can say it, but yeah. Eventually I will add that on, but that's only after I have been able to gain some traction with something that I actually have considerably more experience in, and gain some familiarity with how Fiverr works and all that kind of stuff, and eventually Upwork. So yeah, it's those first steps that are going to be the most difficult to figure out. But yeah, whatever it is, the only thing I can lay claim to is whatever experience I've gained on YouTube at this point anyway. So that's what I have to focus in on. Alright, so that's that update. And there's a countdown now, right? As far as all the other options and whatnot, again, I've pushed that. I've cleared the board as much as possible. So what do I really want to focus on? I really want to focus on going abroad again. That's what I really want to focus on. Now, if I only have this freelance income, I really can't see me going to St. Petersburg. I mean, I am restricting, at this point, I would be restricting myself to one country, and just the way things are going now. and one platform. Because as far as I know, Upworks is the only freelance platform I'd be able to use there. I'm talking about painting yourself in a corner. So if I only have the freelance to count on, that means I'd be going to Yerevan in Armenia. St. Petersburg would have to wait until my books start selling, if that happens. So to try to depend on just one country and one platform, yeah, like I said, I'm not much of a gambler, and my level of trust is just not there. It ain't happening, boys and girls. So yeah, when I'm left to just one option, I don't consider that workable. Okay, so until the books start selling, I don't see me going to St. Petersburg. And until this freelance thing gets off the ground, I don't even see me going abroad at this point. So that's where we currently stand. And if push comes to shove and I actually just, there's no way around it, I have to go out and have to get a job here in this country. Yeah, substitute teacher / teacher's aide thing. Just so I can gain the experience. So when I go to abroad, at least I'll have that. I will have teaching experience and I can deal with that at that point. Because there is... Why on earth would I get any other kind of job? It's... Even if they pay a lot. Who cares? My thing is to get to go abroad and not to stay here. I mean, that's... What does the money have to do with it at this point in time? Well, that's a lie. How's that for a lie? Yeah, of course the money matters, but I mean, it would have to be such an amount that, yeah, I don't even have to worry about that at this point. So it's just doesn't... It's a non-issue at this point. So, yeah, that's my update. I've got to at least get 1 gig just to have the paperwork there in less than 90 days. So right now I'm just focused on getting those numbers, and yeah, I'll make sure whatever skills I acquire I'm able to apply to my own projects. St. Petersburg, not unless I'm selling the ebooks, because just all the restrictions. Now I would actually be depending on just one country, and it looks like just one platform at this point in time. That's again, that trust is not there. That's I don't consider that workable. But that's really not an option, in other words. So it doesn't matter. So that's my update. And yeah, right now I'm just scrambling around getting all the information I can on GIMP, and I'll take it from there. So in a few days, well, by the end of today, I plan to have my new Fiverr Gig posted. So again, I'll put a link in the description thing once I get that done. And yeah, I just need to get the numbers right now. So if I have to start in the cheapest prices at first, fine, because that's not what it at this point. See, they don't care what the minimum, there is no minimum as far as whatever income you're able to generate. But you have to have the paperwork on it. So, at this point in time, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Get that started. Let it gain some traction. Once I feel comfortable with the whole platform and the whole, I can start adding and tinkering. But right now, it's just getting the numbers up. And that's it. That's what I'm, all I have to focus on, and then get back to my project, get back to my ebook, right? Which had, yeah. I was just juggling too many other things. Finally did started my laundry procedure thing. It went off pretty well, so that's good. And yeah, I just have to get the super glue as far as whatever the only other purchase I can think of before hitting the airport kind of situation. I think everything else is covered. If not, it will occur to me as I continue on. So from KKK to CIA. In truth, I have to get at least that first gig, and then I can refocus on that. Because that's the requirement for here, and that's the requirement I need to be thinking of in any case. So, it works out well. Alright. Yeah, still trying to get my little ducks in a row. Slowly but surely. Okay, it is 12:10 in the afternoon, somewhere in Brooklyn. Again, a Merry Christmas. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you later. Did I give the time? I mean the date in the beginning, right? Again, January 7th, 2023. Take care.